How's it going? Hi, friends. Oh, why the chat's not showing up here? Let's see if I can reset that. Refresh. Hi. Can y'all see me? There we go. Had to refresh it. How's it going, everyone? We have one goal tonight, and that's to talk about this horrible thing that's happened in LA. So, I mean, let's just get to it. Grading my students' assignments while watching. Just give them all A's. My fave tried to be in. Everyone is so sweet. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really nice. I'm glad that that's the vibe we're setting here. Love that so much. Happy to be here. I hurt myself at school today and I hurt my knee. Bruh, I have slipped and maybe this is what you did to hurt your knee. One foot slides out and the back knee just smashes into the ground. It felt like I shattered my kneecap for a month. Maybe I did. Who knows? So bad. Yep, it's the worst. Athena, it's the worst. Ice it. Keep it up. It is the worst feeling. I was in heeled boots and I was at one of those Halloween nights at a amusement park, Lake Compounds, which Ela has the shirt of. And I was with my brother and sister. I think Liz was there too. And my front foot slipped out, or maybe I don't remember, but my front foot slipped out on this it was a wooden bridge, this little wooden bridge that had gotten all dewy because it was October, right? And I slipped out and went bam, right. Oh my God, it hurt so bad. And of course my sister was dying laughing. And if I hadn't been me, I also would have been laughing because we love watching people fall. And I'm sure it looked really funny, but it hurt so bad. It hurts so bad. So Athena, sending out healing vibes. Ooh, surgery on it. Oh no. Okay, good. I'm glad you've got your stuff going on. That's great. How's everybody else doing? Let me make sure I have live chat on. First of all, thanks for all the new subscribers. We are around 1,600 to 10K? Is it not working? Is that not working? Because I can't hear it either. You guys can hear it. Now I can't hear it. Well, at least you guys could hear it. I don't know why it didn't work for me. But yeah, very, very exciting. Why didn't that work for me though? Let's go figure this out. Because I want to be able to hear it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try one of the other ones. Now you guys can hear it and I can't. I mean, that's the better of the two options, but not the best option, you know?
And she's also gay.
She's also gay. That is dumb. There's always something with... Okay. Let's try this.
And she's also gay.
Is it because my volume is down? What is going on?
And she's also gay.
Oh, did you hear that doubled now? Loop back or monitor option. And she's also gay. So now mine is doubling. So maybe I'll turn the monitor back off. I think maybe my headphones were down too far, which is crazy because I could... Anyway. You guys don't need to know this.
And she's also gay.
We good now? Okay, great. Frick it, it was just my headphones. Okay. So who is gay? And she's also gay. He said it like it's a feather in his cap, which I love. Hey, we got a gay one. We got a gay one. Yeah, I'm so excited. We're getting close to 10,000. You know, I was sort of setting an internal goal to get to 10K by the end of September. Maybe we'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about not the predatory stuff that we learned about in the vlog today, which is also awful and gross. We're going to talk about one that seems to have taken a much darker turn. And all of this going forward is alleged. This is just what I'm gathering from multiple sources, right? And at the end, I have a link to the poor deceased child's family's GoFundMe, if you feel inclined to donate to them. It's very, very sad. Very sad story. So let's just keep that in mind. Obviously, content warning for this evening. If you don't want to hear about death and murder and decomposition, this is not the episode for you, and that's totally fine. You can come back tomorrow night when we are doing the H3 after party, or a night that I'm gaming. So yeah, while I get set up, why don't you guys drop your phase names in chat while I get everything set up. There were some good ideas in the chat today. All right, there's that. I need to move this down here. Ooh, you need to come down here so I know what y'all are seeing. Beautiful. There we go. Phase Ron. Ooh, phase cake, phase gay, phase baked. These are good. I don't know what mine would be. Okay, now I can see. I think I can see everything now here. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, there. That's perfect. Is it? It is. Phase marks. Love that. Phase cat. I don't know. I don't know what mine would be. I'm trying to get phase baked. Got him. Ooh, phase Prozac is good. Okay. So here we go. This should be ready to go here. Okay. Can everyone see my screen? Just make sure that I can do this. Yeah, okay, great. All right. Welcome to class. As I was saying to the mods earlier today, No Male Faves is officially a series. The first one we did was about Destiny and his alleged creepy stuff with underage girls. And now we have this guy who allegedly is even worse. Much, much worse. His name is spelled D4vd. I'm just going to call him David. I imagine that's how it's pronounced. But I am an elder millennial, and I had no idea who this guy was until today. Horrible introduction to this fella. So, up front, obviously, as I said, content warning. We're going to be talking about a murder, or a potential murder. We're going to be talking about grooming and things of that nature. Very sad and tough things to talk about. So just know that as we're going. Main sources I used to gather all this today: LA Times, Rolling Stone, some local news sites in LA, and TMZ. Usually I wouldn't consider TMZ a hugely useful source for the best information. But because all of this happened in LA, specifically in Hollywood, And TMZ has a lot of connections in the city, specifically to law enforcement and people in the entertainment industry, which is kind of the intersection of this. They had a lot of information. And so we're taking stuff from all different places. Most of it has been confirmed by multiple sources. This is a developing story. Like literally by the minute, every time I refreshed an article, there was something new happening. Or there was a new article completely about the situation. So I might miss some things. I might I might miss some things, or I might have an older version of something. So if you see anything that I've missed, or if you know any updates, just drop them in chat with the source, please. And we will look into it. All right. To me, it feels like the best place to start is with a timeline. There we go. A timeline of events as we currently know it. It's okay if you know nothing. We're going to walk all the way through the timeline and then talk about some of the backstory. So, April 5th, 2024, there's a missing persons report put out for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Apparently, she was last seen on the date in the evening. It says she left her house at 9 p.m. on April 5th. She was 13 at the time. She would have been turning 14 in September of that year. So she was reported missing according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Office. Unclear who reported her. I'm assuming it was her mother. Her mother also told TMZ that Celeste was last seen with her boyfriend named David. But it's not clear if they got this information in April 2024 or if they got it recently, like since he has been implicated. But that is what Celeste's mom has told TMZ. So yeah, this is a nightmare, right? Because now it's a year and a half that she's been missing. Okay. Fast forward. Nothing happens. Like there's no updates. When I looked online for anything with Celeste's name from April 5th, 2024 through the end of 2025 or through the end of 2024 or even through like August of this year, there's nothing. There's no news reports, no information for how long that she was gone, which is weird to me. But we know that happens, right? Especially with women of color, children of color. They are less likely to be boosted by the media, even today. So I was upset by that, but I was not disappointed. I was not surprised, but I was disappointed, unfortunately. Okay, so fast forward to what's that? 2 weeks ago, there is a Tesla found abandoned in the Hollywood Hills. Apparently, it had been there for 5 days before it was picked up and towed. I'm assuming they know that because the parking enforcement was probably keeping tabs on the car. It's important to note that it was not reported stolen. And sources told Rolling Stone that the Tesla had been seen in various places in the Hollywood Hills neighborhood since May. So the car just kept moving around for the last 4 or 5 months. And who knows what was happening before that. So it says the 2023 Tesla Model Y moved around several times before it was parked in its final spot on Bluebird Avenue in August, according to Rolling Stone. So maybe the parking people only took note of it for 5 days. I'm not really sure, but I'm guessing end of August it ended up on Bluebird Avenue, and that is where it was towed. So it says Bluebird Avenue right there. That is where it was towed from. So after after it's found, so this is the day it was abandoned, September 3rd. September 7th, and these are all like approximate dates because articles, it's hard to track when things are actually published now because they update so often. So 4 or 5 days later, the Tesla is impounded. It's this one here that's like all blacked out. I think it's like matte as well. It's like black matte and then like just, well, I want to say murdered out windows, but you know, just blacked out windows. The Tesla gets impounded. It's taken to Hollywood Tow. The next day, the impounding staff noticed a foul smell coming from the Tesla and called the authorities. The body found in the Tesla was chopped up in a bag, according to at least one source. Multiple sources said it was in a bag, and then one said chopped up. I'm not entirely sure if it was just the decomposition or what, but it was heavily decomposed. At the time, so a week ago, or 10 days ago at this point, the authorities said it was the body of a female 14 to 15 years old, so a child. And this is when we learn that the Tesla is registered in Hempstead, Texas, to David Anthony Burke, which is the real name of David, the person of interest at this point. So who is David? D4vd. He is a 20-year-old singer and Twitch streamer. I had no idea who he was, like I said, until today. Full name, David Anthony Burke. Millions of streams on Spotify, over 2 million followers on Instagram. And this is a picture of him performing at Coachella in April, which would have been like a full year of Celeste missing. Here he is, performing on stage at Coachella. Holy fuck, I live next to Hempstead, Texas. Is that near Houston? Because it said he's from Houston. So yeah, another Twitch streamer. I have thoughts on his motive. We will get into that. Again, all alleged. So there's a lot of weird stuff happening with him. His number one streamed song is called Romantic Homicide. This was put out a couple years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago. But yeah. So that's weird, right? And these are some of the lyrics from the song. In the back of my mind, I killed you and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you. These are the lyrics from his hit single, the most popular streamed song on his Spotify, Romantic Homicide. I think this is from 2023, if I'm not mistaken. 2023, when she would have been 13 at the time. He was talking to her even before that, though. Allegedly. Okay, so where were we? We were at the point, September 8th, when the body's discovered and the car itself is connected to David. The next day, September 9th, David performs. He was on tour. He's been on tour since mid-August. The day the body was discovered, he was performing for fans in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And yeah, he's been on tour since mid-August, which is around the time that car stopped moving around, right? And based on the decomposition they're talking about, it seems like she has been gone since before his tour started. But who knows? There's a lot of factors when it comes to decomposition. He is 20 years old. He's 20. There was talk about the songs being, at least one of the songs being released on her birthday. There is a music video that was released like in February though, but I think you're right, Lester. I think I did see that. It was on Twitter though, and I didn't have time to confirm it. Okay, so this is the 9th in Minneapolis. 1 week later, 2 days ago, he's still performing. And he's playing Romantic Homicide at his concert in Seattle. So he's been on tour performing like normal. This is the first of his 2 shows in Seattle. Romantic homicide. Literally singing on stage, I dreamed that I killed you, or whatever he said. So this is 2 days ago. This is Tuesday. Oh, no, I have the Celeste song. We'll get to that. So yesterday, unfortunately, the body was identified as Celeste's. Identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the missing 13-year-old from Lake Elsinore. The cops or the medical examiner says she was 14 to 15 when she died. But I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know if she died in, last year or if she died this year. It's unclear. Like I said, there's a lot of factors. So more will be coming because her body was literally just identified yesterday. They're still going through it. And I'm sure like the level of decomposition makes things difficult. Very, very, very fucking sad. Very sad. Yeah, she would have been either 13 or 14 when she died. Her birthday was just 8 days ago. Okay, so yesterday, after the body's identified and it's this girl that's connected to him and also it's his car, David finally cancels a show. He cancels his Seattle show after the ID, and also a warrant is served on a house near where the car was last parked. So these things together meant that David decided to put his tour on hold. Investigators served a warrant on a home in the Hollywood Hills yesterday, and apparently it's been rented to David's manager since last year. I saw one source calling it his crash pad. So it wasn't, I don't know if it was really his house, but he had been staying there to some degree, according to reports. I saw one of his friends making TikTok saying David was too nice. Literally, that's how groomers find their marks, as being nice, right? They make you feel like you're the only one in the crowd. So that's yesterday. Also yesterday, David flies back to LA from Seattle. One source said that he did this to turn himself in, but that wasn't confirmed anywhere else. Per TMZ, the tour is on hold. There has been no arrest warrant for David himself, and the LAPD has not released a person of interest. But like, come on. There's no way he's not a person of interest. They probably aren't saying it yet because they want him to keep cooperating. And apparently he is. There's Discord messages between them. Ew, I have not seen those. I saw like I think I saw something from Twitch, which I have in here, but just a very little bit. I didn't do a ton of like, someone just leaked the DMs. I don't even know if I want to read those. I think I need to look through them before I read them. Because again, it's an underage girl, right? Like, and she's dead. I don't really feel like reading stuff that she didn't want the world to see. But I hope the cops have them. So that's where we're at right now. Apparently there's lots of stuff still happening. There's going to be new details, like I said, every hour probably for the next who knows how long. Some people are, of course, I'm sure David and his team are going to be saying that, there's no way I don't know who that girl is, blah, 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 who, trying to set up their defense. But let's look at the connections, because like you're seeing in like everywhere else right now, like on Twitter and Reddit and elsewhere, the internet is forever. Be careful, Diorio said you can get a channel strike for looking at their stuff. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. I don't think we need to do it. I don't think we need to do it. We're going to have enough here. Yes. Yep. I got that, Deej. Don't worry. All right. So here are some of the connections that I was able to find just today. and there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. First of all, there is this photo. It's unclear when the picture is from. Maybe there's a source that knows. The weather looks rainy, so it's probably like maybe in the spring of this year or fall of last year, or winter, because it's LA, right? So earlier this year or late last year. We examined this photo, which shows David interacting with another man who was holding a bag. Based on Google Maps, David was in Lake Elsinore, California, which is where Celeste was from, 70 miles from downtown Los Angeles. So here's LA out here. And this is where Celeste was from. Over an hour. This says like an hour and a half away. According to Google Maps, this location where he's at is 0.3 of a mile from Celeste's home, her family home in Lake Elsinore. It's where she was living with her family when she disappeared back in April 2024. And the place David is standing, according to TMZ, who really dug in, is a 6-minute walk from Celeste's family home. What's happening in this picture? It's unclear. Somebody said that this is him like paying people off not to talk about stuff, but I don't know. This honestly looks like it's a screenshot from like a video, maybe a stream or something. I don't know. It rains in LA so rarely you can date this pic just based on a wet road. Yeah, I'm sure. When was it last raining all the way out here? Not sure. Yeah, so this is, according to TMZ, this is one thing they found of him being that close to her house, right? Sometime in the recent past. Then there's these Reddit whispers. So this happened on Reddit 9 days ago, before Celeste was ID'd, before the body was found to be Celeste's. This girl, or this person, posted under a clip of XQC reacting to the report about the body being found. Posted, this guy is a pedophile from what I've heard. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was, again, this is all, I have no idea if this person knows anything, right? This is just what was posted, and it's interesting. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C. Let's call her C. And she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friends knew that they were together, and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. C has been missing for over a month now, and no one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. Now, she says over a month, but Celeste has been missing for like well over a year. So my first thought is, did this person make a mistake and say over a month? Is there another girl that's missing? Connected to this guy? Allegedly? That's my thought. I'm like, is this like another R. Kelly situation? Yeah, maybe missing from talking to friends. That's a long time to be completely off the grid, though, and not talking to your family. It's my understanding she may have had some slight contact with her family, but was refusing to come home. So it is kind of like an R. Kelly situation, right? So I have no idea if this person actually has any connections, but people thought it was very interesting that this was posted before we knew, because the body was just ID'd yesterday, before we knew that the body in the trunk was Celeste's, but the age lines up, the C lines up, the LA lines up, right? So I don't know. It could all be like a coincidence, right? I think this is Twitch, but maybe this is a different platform. Do y'all know? I thought this was like a Twitch thing. Yeah, the family, the mom said that she was last seen with her boyfriend named David. So I believe this is Twitch. This is Discord. Okay, let me change that then. That is Discord. Thank you. I've never seen the little crowns on Discord. Caught on Discord. Okay, so this is the one little Discord message that we have. I'm obviously not going to show anything else. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Let me move this down here and go full screen. This is on Discord from 2022. So in October 2022, Celeste had just turned 12. Freshly 12 years old. And David is asking if Celeste is in here. 12 years old. 2 years before she went missing. Or like a year and a half before she went missing. So that's a 7th grader. That is a brand new 7th grader. Yeah, like compounds. Yeah, so that's gross. So that's one of the things we have. Another connection that, yeah, he's going to have a hard time getting around, especially if they can put this back to, they can track it back to their actual like IPs or emails. Yeah, he would have been 17 at the time. So yeah, it's like a 7th grader dating a senior in high school. Dating a 17-year-old, grooming a 7th grader, right? 6th or 7th, depending on when she started. Yeah, if you know 7th graders, you know how young that is, right? Okay. Here's another one. This is a photo from October 24th, 2023, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Same sweater, same hat with Billie Eilish. So people are wondering if this was the same night. Different necklace, but maybe he put the necklace on later. Maybe he took the necklace off. Maybe this was like rented and he gave it back or whatever. I don't know. But this was 2 years ago. This looks like Celeste. And he's in like the same outfit. So did this all happen on the same night? It's unclear. But it certainly seems like it could have. He does wear this hat a lot. He has like the pink one here. So I don't know if like this is his brand or something. And that looks like it's the necklace. So he seems to wear the same thing a lot. So, I mean, you could argue that it wasn't the same night, right? But it is like the exact same outfit. I wish I could see his bracelets. So that's another weird one. And then we have some video evidence. This is apparently David and Celeste on Twitch streaming. Just 29 seconds of it. From TMZ. I can't tell if that's her. I mean, he is dumb if that is her. Like, it's dumb to put your underage alleged victim on screen with you. Like, he's dumb. Oh, you can't hear it. Why can't you hear it? Oh, okay. Hang on one second. Let me see here. Okay, what about now? You still can't hear it. That's really weird. All right, let me just do this for a second. I don't know why you guys can't hear it. Oh, there we go. I just had to restart it. Okay.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? What's good, David? Big fan, big spot. Oh, thank you, Mitochondria. Appreciate you.
I gotta stop with him if you even.
We
need to delete this.
Are we? Maz, can we delete?
We
all
need to
VODs?
delete
And
this.
As soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too.
Did you hear that?
And
She said we need to delete this, and he said, "Can we delete everything?" Essentially.
I gotta stop with him if you even.
We
need to delete this.
Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too.
Yikes. Okay, we don't need to see that again. I don't know what that is. Oh, Celeste Rivas, former teacher, tells students she met David on social media. Let's watch this.
In my classroom, in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because
Why is he doing this in class?
he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA.
Why is he doing this?
He came and got her. She ran away.
It is a very weird thing for a teacher to do.
Home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of.
Wait, we're getting some more tea here about what happened. He said that in a picture, David was also in the school.
Rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month.
Okay.
The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut in pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
I mean, it is a cautionary tale, right? And maybe you do need to be that blunt with teenagers, right? There's also leaked texts of her saying he got mad at her for not wanting to have sex with him the first time. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's horrific. That's horrific. Maybe that's just how you got to talk to teenagers now. But yeah, he was talking about it like it was juicy tea for sure. Ugh, God. All right, so that's some video evidence. Then he wrote a song, an unreleased song called Celeste. This apparently started making the rounds on social media last year around the time she went missing. So maybe she had run away again and then he wrote the song about her. We have no idea. But here are the lyrics, some of the lyrics. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. Gross. So apparently he says her name multiple times in the song. And yeah, he is going to have a really hard time if he gets charged with this, defending, coming up with a good defense. And then there's this shit. So this is from a music video that he released in February of this year. In which, I'm not going to play the music because it's probably copyrighted, in which, hang on, let me move it out here for a sec. He is being loaded. He is clearly injured, maybe dying, and he's being loaded into the trunk of a car with someone who's covered in blood next to him. I feel like that girl was supposed to look like Celeste too. Like she has the big curly hair. Just casually getting loaded into the trunk of a car. 7 months later, a body is found in the trunk of his car. Right? So there's that. Let's go full screen again. Full screen, please. Thank you. That one to me is really gross. There's another gross one coming though. If you thought that was gross, just wait. The tattoo. So, obviously, we've seen a lot of incriminating evidence on top of the fact that his alleged car is the scene of the crime, right? Authorities said Celeste had a tattoo on the inside of her right index finger with the letters shh. And apparently, David also has this tattoo on the inside of his right index finger. TMZ spoke with Celeste's mom last week, and she told them that her daughter's tattoo was in red ink. Why is a 13, 14-year-old getting tattoos? Like, how does that happen? And then TMZ did some extra digging, and again, this is just their hypothesis based on some photos that they were able to dig up. According to TMZ, the first photo where you see David's tattoo is September 2024. The girl's mom also said she had been dating someone named David before she went missing. So apparently he potentially got the tattoo at the same time as she did. After she ran away, it's unclear when or why he got the same tattoo as her. And it's not like an uncommon tattoo. I guess Rihanna has one too. But the fact that they both have one and she ended up in the trunk of his car is interesting, right? That's an interesting piece of circumstantial evidence here. I know plenty of my friends who got tattoos at 14. How? That's crazy. I doubt they'll need to rely on a music video for evidence he doesn't seem smart. No, of course not. This is just all like really dumb shit that he did. Like putting your victim on your Twitch stream, and I'm wondering, like, is she like hooded with big glasses on to hide who she is? Like, was she like missing at this point? Was it like it's unclear. I wasn't able to find like when that Twitch stream was from. I think the songs can be entered as evidence. Probably. I mean, they're probably going to enter all of it as evidence. And then defense will say that's circumstantial, try to dismiss a bunch of it. Surprising that was still intact. Yeah, so I was surprised that her tattoo was still intact based on like the comments about the decomposition. But also it's a disgusting tattoo for this kind of potential grooming situation. Like, we have to keep it quiet, delete the whole stream, right? So it makes it seem like it's something, well, it is something salacious, but he seems to have framed it in a way for her where it seems like a good risk to take. No one understands us, right? That kind of thing. Onision did the same thing with the young girls he dated. Ew, gross. Oh, you can identify it through layers. Gotcha. Thank you, Lester. So yeah, that is gross. And now we get to the why. And I have a theory. And it's one that, I mean, just from watching true crime stuff, different documentaries and things, seems likely, but we don't know, right? We don't know anything. This has all been alleged. But why would a young man starting out his career ambitiously with a tour and all of this stuff, why would he kill a teenage girl when she could just go home, right? She could just go home to her family. I wonder if she was pregnant. I wonder if he potentially got her pregnant and she didn't want to take care of it, as in get rid of it. Because that tends to be when when men kill women. For some reason, when they get pregnant, that's when men snap. I've seen it recently, either pregnancy or they want to come forward and confess, right? Like, I've watched like several documentaries just this year about young women who ran away and disappeared, but really their fathers killed them. There's a moth in here. Their fathers killed them because they had been molesting them. And then they got old enough to talk about it and wanted to come forward. So that's one scenario. So potentially she was done with him and he couldn't control her anymore. And she was maybe she was threatening to tell the cops or something. Or she got pregnant and that would have ruined everything too, right? Because sex had to happen, right? You can kind of play it off, as like, oh, they're just friends, right? They're just friends. They're not doing anything, because that would be gross. But if a girl gets pregnant, that kind of proves that you had sex with an underage girl, that you R-worded a child, which is what it is, right? So that is my wonder. That is my wonder. Pregnancy or fear of getting exposed by her in some way. I think those would be my two assumptions. I mean, the third could be drugs, right? Maybe an accidental
And she's
overdose.
also gay.
Oh my gosh.
Jared Lawrence gave $2. Chat, don't celebrate this. I'm not in a good mood.
Wait, what? No one's celebrating. I'm confused. But thank you. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. I think, why leave the body to decompose in a Tesla wide in the open? I don't know. I mean, he doesn't seem very bright. He's also very young, right? And stupid. And again, we don't know what happened. Yeah, like the accidental overdose thing. I mean, people do dumb shit when that happens, right? They don't want to get in trouble and they panic, especially if they're still on drugs. The car being moved around a lot, I feel like that kind of goes to like, I mean, it's, you're trying to hide evidence of a crime, right? So there's going to be, if he is, and exactly, she was dismembered, why?
And she's also gay.
Kareem gave $1.99.
Thank you, Perrine. I mean, he groomed a 12-year-old for 3 years. He had plenty of time to feel bad. Yeah, exactly. They will be able to tell if she's pregnant. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what the autopsy shows. Like, when did she die? Was it before his tour? Was he like trying to get rid of her before tour? Allegedly, right? We don't know if he did it. It was his manager's house. So then I'm like, is his manager involved in this? Maybe, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, yes, they're tied together romantically, right? Romantically, him grooming and R-wording her, allegedly. But was there somebody else who did this? It's hard to know. I mean, he was writing about homicide before allegedly killing her, so I don't know what kind of psyche we're working with here. Yeah. I really don't know. It's hard to know. It's awful and sad, and let me just pull up the final slide here, which is the GoFundMe. I'm going to link it in the chat. Poor, sweet Celeste. Clearly there was a lot at play. If she was like running away from home, according to that teacher. Again, we don't know We don't know if that guy knew what he was talking about. Oh, shit. GoFundMe not working. Let me see if I can go find it. What? What is going on? Hang on, y'all. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Am I still live? Am I still live? That was very dumb. Okay, can y'all still see me? I just like shut all my screens like an idiot. No, but like all of my, hang on. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, so here it is. Yeah, see, I kept getting that it was blocked. One sec, y'all. So here it is, if you feel like donating. I mean, they've already raised a lot. It's very, very, very sad. And I wish this wasn't such a common thing. You know, I wish there weren't, you know, kids getting groomed like this. And I feel like now more than ever, there is so much access to these kids. It's very easy to contact kids now, right? And build a relationship with them separate from their families, right? You used to have to like go to someone's house and meet their parents, right? And now, I mean, I'm sure her mom doesn't even know what Discord is, right? Doesn't even know what Twitch is. And her daughter is just having this whole life she didn't know anything about. And it's just so sad. Oh yeah, I'll pin the comment, sorry. Thank you. It's pinned. And like I've been a young emotional teenager, right? Like we've all been there, and if you in any way feel like you're being overlooked, ignored, like no one understands you. I was definitely like that. I just thought I was so smart and cool. It would have been so easy to groom me. Like I was just like begging for someone to like really see me, you know? And that's what groomers do, is they put that on, right? They love bomb you. So it's really sad. It's really sad that this grown-ass man was able to have so much access to her. And I don't know how we, allegedly, right? I don't know how we keep kids safe anymore. I just don't. I don't know how we do it. I don't know what you can do except like really closely monitor their internet, right? Like do we need to go back to having a family computer in the living room? All of these like cell phones and shit, like, you know, when you see Taylor Lorenz talking about how cell phones in school are essential and not letting kids have their cell phones is like fascism. I guarantee like 80 to 90% of the grooming that allegedly happened between these two was using her cell phone, and potentially during school hours, right? You can't really not give a kid a phone these days. Everything they do socially revolves around a phone, though. I have seen, though, that there's like a trend of landlines coming back. My sister told me that. And she said the kids are like really enjoying it. Which I love. Did anyone else in the Discord raise concern over this adult talking to a 12-year-old child? I don't think people knew her age, right? Of course, that was not something he was sharing. And even then, I mean, he was saying like we needed to delete this whole stream. Who knows if that's why? But maybe she did allude to her age, right? In some way, I don't know. A clear phone? I do have one. Look at this. I got it on eBay. Hello. I need to follow up with Dad because this plays into the thing that we wanted to do. But yeah, so I got that. I would love to have a landline again. And you know what? I think that's like exciting for kids. Like I send my niece and nephew mail and they get so excited to get like real mail. So I feel like if the phone rings, it's not just like constantly with you. It was a thrill, right? Do you think most young people would give up their phones if others their age also didn't have them? Yeah. I think that if it became cool to not have a phone, they would not have phones. They would find other ways. They would go back to sending each other secret notes, right? That you can just throw out or burn, right? Like finding ways to just communicate differently or in the old ways, right? I loved writing notes. My friend and I had a whole secret code language. And we'd fold up our letters into those little like triangle football shapes and give them to each other between classes. It was awesome. Let's start a landline movement. I really think there are like landlines are coming back. Coming back. Landlines are making a comeback and they're helping families in a major way. Look at this.
The after party.
Thank you, Connor. Thank you so much for subscribing. We are getting close to 10,000, baby. All right. Landlines are making a comeback. Parents are taking drastic measures to cut down on screen time and monitor who their kids are talking to. They're installing landlines. A landline in the shared space of the home is replacing a smartphone for some tweens and teens. As it should. I think millennial parents more than anybody should know the dangers of unfettered access to the internet because we were the first generation to be online in middle school talking to adults when we absolutely should not have been. Families who have tried this method say their kids' communication skills are sharper and they're more confident. Instead of a smartphone or even a flip phone, some parents are opting for a third choice that maintains connection and allows for socializing while still limiting kids' access to digital spaces. Listen, if I was a parent, this would absolutely be my fucking house. There would be a landline. And we would also be off our phones, you know? You can't be hypocritical about it. The good old-fashioned landline. Parents will recognize these now mostly obsolete devices, and now they're reviving them in their own homes before introducing a smartphone to their kids. I love that. And kids love, like, old-timey retro shit, right? They love that stuff. Ugh. I was obsessed with, like, lava lamps and, like, beads in front of my door, right? Kids love being like, oh, this is, like, edgy and cool and old-timey, you know? Some parents are introducing tech to kids later, and brands are responding. Once nearing extinction, landlines are making a comeback, thanks in part to companies like Ooma, which offers residential phone plans, mostly marketed to seniors, and Tin Can, which sells Wi-Fi powered landlines specifically for kids. But families don't need a special service or phone to take advantage of this trend, just a working phone and a basic service plan. Can you even get one anymore? Watching families shift back to old school tech shows parents are realizing that too much tech soon isn't wise. And honestly, it's not even about the developmental shit, right? It's not, I mean, they're talking here about like stress and all of that. The contact with adults, the unmonitored contact with adults is getting kids murdered. Right? Tin Can is a great name. I've never met a parent who wished they'd handed over tech earlier, only ones who wish they'd waited longer. And also the idea that like handing it over means you can't take it back. What? People are yelling at me. What's going on? Who's yelling at me? I see Kate in chat. Check the source. What are you talking about? Oh, this one? Wait, which one? Oh no. Where? That says parents.com. That says parents. Oh, Bark. Oh my God. That's so funny.
After party.
Thank you, Jessica. Oh my God, that's so funny. This is the company that Taylor made a totally free ad for. Don't say your name again. The law firm's gonna come back and chat. Yeah. This landline trend is just one sign of a larger move toward slower, lower tech childhoods. There are clear benefits, obviously. Many parents are reactivating their long dormant landlines for one primary reason. They are 99% safer than most smartphones. Landlines don't have apps, texting, web browsers, or social media, and they can only be used in the house. Jordan notes that having a landline without relenting on their issues with smartphones solves several issues. It lets parents check in on kids who are home by themselves and allows kids to connect with grandparents. Yeah, because you can't pretend you're somewhere else. You have to be home to pick up the landline. And since these landlines are often in a shared space, like a family room or kitchen, it allows for some parental oversight. Plus, a predatory stranger lurking on Roblox. A predatory stranger lurking on Roblox. A 40-year-old woman. A 40-year-old lady lurking on Roblox. Can't DM your child on a landline. I love that. I want to look up this tin can. The landline reinvented for kids. Oh my God, look how fun! It's so much more fun than a stupid smartphone. Oh, I miss landlines. I want to get one. If my niece and nephew get one, I'm getting one to call them on. The new school landline for friends. And the thing is, like, it doesn't have to be just one phone in the kitchen, right? It doesn't have to be super controlling like that. We had our own phone line. There was like the teen line, right? Where we all shared the phone line. I think we shared it with the internet, which sucked. But yeah, we had our own phone line, and our own phones in our rooms. The hamburger phones. Yeah, think about it. Like the cool phones you can get as a kid. Maybe I'll talk to my sister about this. Let's see how it works. No apps, no text, no stranger danger, no surprises. I am obsessed with this. Set up quiet hours, schedule or enable do not disturb within the app. I love that. Oh my God, look. The tin can. Our super magical Wi-Fi landline for kids. It doesn't have apps, texting, or games. Just real conversation with friends, neighbors, grandma, or whoever you add to your ... Oh my God. Can-to-can plan. I'll call other tin cans free. Bestie has a tin can. Free calling to other tin cans is included for every device. I know what I'm getting my niece and nephew for Christmas. We're going to call each other on tin cans. Tin cans support calling other tin cans for free and regular phone numbers with our party line plan. Both plans allow 911 calling. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm definitely doing this. This is awesome. This is awesome. What do y'all think about it? Let me pop out chat so I can actually see what you guys are saying. I'm so glad my sister said something about that so we could look at it tonight because, like, as usual, I don't just like leaving everybody with bad feelings. I like having like a solution, something we can do, something that sort of makes us feel like we can try to make things better. We definitely stand Tin Can. I need to follow them right now so I remember this for ooh. Sorry, I got distracted. Tin Can. Obviously not sponsored. Although, if y'all want to sponsor me, that would be great. Dude, that is so cool. I do wish you could plug in like a different phone. But it looks like they have a couple options. Very, very interesting. I got to look more into it, but that is really cool. Can we all get tin cans to call each other instead of Discord? That would be so fun. Tin cans do support our battle against clankers. It's true. Oh my God, Babysitters Club! And they all have their own phones. Ugh. Claudia Kishi. Crush for life. She had her phone in her room. She had like a whole sock drawer full of snacks. Like she had like Twinkies and candy like hidden all over her room. She was so cool. Claudia was an icon for sure. She was like so much cooler than the rest of them. They were so lucky. They can't be pushed down the pipeline either. Yeah, but just be like, hello. I can't wait. Christy was our Butch Queen. That's right. That's right. Okay, so now I feel better. I hope that these really do catch on because they're freaking awesome. If I had a Tom Ward, I would have him reach out to get me a sponsorship with them. I remember hiding candy around my room like that and getting pissed when I couldn't find it. Yeah, you got to know your spots. You got to have a shoebox, right? There were like a couple classic spots. I love that. Who was the one with diabetes? Was that Dawn? One of them had like type 1 diabetes. Your mom threw it all out? Oh yeah, after Halloween, I would definitely do like Claudia stashes. Stacy, okay, thank you. Just pretend you have a Tom Ward. Oh my God, like who was the guy that Jimmy pretended he had? I had candy and snacks. I ended up with a colony of mice. Oh God. Dawn was just lame. Yeah, Dawn was like a fart, right? How good was the movie? With Rachel Lee Cook. So good. Steve Rossi. DM Ethan and see if you can get Tom to arrange a contact. Oh, I don't think we're at that point. But I'm obsessed with this. I'm really like energized by the fact that this exists. And then there was Uma, right? I like this because they don't have to like install a landline and all of that. Let me see what the payment is for this. $75. Okay, you pay $75 and you can get, let's see, when are these happening? Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh my God, they have different colors. I can get one for each of the babies. Batch 3 order ships early December. Ooh. Landline lemon. Okay, let's see here. Oh my God, I fucking love these. The blue-green is cute and the pink-orange. Emma loves pink and orange together because she is a queen. Buy 2, buy 3 plus. I'm obviously going to do the 3 plus because you can't have just one phone. They each have to have their own. And then I'll get one. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh, and then you can pick the colors. Ah! I think I would get the yellow one. That's really cute. I do like the pink and orange though too. Sorry. I'm just like, I'm just doing my Christmas shopping. I don't know. The capitalism glaze is starting to show. What do you mean? Also, a plus for landlines is that during storms, if your power goes out, they still work. Ooh. Well, this one wouldn't. This one's on Wi-Fi. And that's why I like it. Me at work, yeah. Look at my curls, yo. $75 for a landline is wild. Well, I mean, it's like a phone. I don't know. It's $65 if I get 3. And I mean, if you had to buy a phone plan for the year, what would that be? This is just a one-time fee. I wonder if there's a distance limit. It would be fun for international friends. Hey, let's find out. Let me see if they have anything about that. New tin can, speakerphone option. Oh, speakerphone. Yes! The new tin can has a built-in speakerphone. Conference call? Oh my god, you can conference call on tin cans. Can I mount my tin can to a wall? Flashback can be wall mounted. Ooh, I might get the flashback. Can I call 911? Yes, you can register an address associated with 911 and call 911 in an emergency with either of the current plans. Okay. Oh, here it is. Can I buy, use a tin can internationally? We can't wait to make this a reality, but we're not quite ready for our international launch or tin cans in the US, Canada, calling numbers abroad yet. We just have a little work to do to be able to fully support international calling. Okay. So it's not happening yet. Is there an answering machine? That would be crazy. Oh my god! They have a fucking answering machine? Oh my god, how sweet would that be? Oh my god, that is so cool. We're dying. Well, we're just gonna do can to cam. We're not doing anything else. Very cool. How cute. Sorry, I love it. I don't care that it's expensive. Plans implies it's not a one-time purchase, I feel. Yeah, I think that's for if you want to call outside of your... If you don't want to just call tin cans. I think if it's a tin can... Let's see. Let's look. Yeah. So, can-to-can plan... Call other tin cans free. Bestie has a tin can free calling to other tin cans and is included for every device. No subscription required. So yeah, it's just Wi-Fi calling. It's like having two iPhones with no data plan. But then Party Line is $10 a month. It's saying it's available in the US and Canada, but they can't support using the US Canada phone numbers overseas, apparently. I think it's pretty cool. So, thanks. I just got my Christmas shopping, a lot of my Christmas shopping done. Amazon Alexa can do the same, but no retro style hardware. Yeah, that's the thing. I think the phone interface is so cool. You can get a landline, yeah, but you have to like install it and pay a monthly service. Yeah, they're bringing back landlines for kids. What is iBeer? What the hell is that? You can buy a Bluetooth adapter and plug it into a landline phone. Interesting. Interesting. You got to get wires and shit. Yeah, I'm sure there are other ways to do it. I just think this is a cool company. So that's sweet. The Lighter app. So there's that. So that's the stream for tonight. I just wanted to, raise awareness about what's happening in LA right now. Let's see if there's any updates, because there have just been updates coming in all frickin' day. Hollywood Hills home is searched. Let's see. It says LAPD detectives were seen taking a computer and several of the other items from the home. They confirmed Thursday that the search warrant was served in connection with the death of the teenager. Several items were recovered. Ongoing investigation, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just the same shit, It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. It had a big dent on it and it had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd, but at the same time, people could be hanging out with friends for a long time. Oh, it's so sad. The case relies on the medical examiner determining a cause of death, which is proving difficult, the sources said. No arrests have been made. Ugh. That's really sad. Oh, she's only 5'1". Oh, he has over almost 4 million on TikTok. His debut album came out a year after she went missing. He does have shows set for San Francisco and LA coming up this weekend. Who knows if those are going to happen? Hope not. Hope not. Can they arrest his ass already like he's just roaming free? No. I mean, they have to have enough evidence to arrest him. Because if they arrest him and they don't have enough evidence, then he gets released, and I think it's much harder to press charges on him. If watching Law and Order has taught me anything, which maybe it hasn't. So it had been sitting at one spot on Bluebird Avenue for like 5 days. And then it was taken to Hollywood Tow, and I believe it was there for like 2 days. And then someone noticed the smell. Yeah, it was like the day after or 2 days after it got impounded. Yeah, they said he's cooperating. Like, I am assuming he canceled the show and flew home from Seattle because they wanted to interview him. It's crazy that no one checked the car when it got dropped off at that tow lot. Is it an impound lot? Do they usually check it all the way? I mean, there are probably so many cars impounded in LA. Like daily. There's so many cars in LA. I've never seen more car washes in my life than just driving in LA. Typically they do inventory. That makes sense, but they might have been backed up, They might have been like a week behind. Who knows? Like so many car washes. Got to be security cameras of who drove it in if it only showed up in the last couple weeks. Yeah, but are we thinking the tow company's involved? Oh, that's cool. I have to compare Law and Order and CSI to actual protocol for my forensics classes. That's cool. Bet it makes it hard to watch the show for fun, though. Because I'm the same way. Like, if I'm reading a novel, I'm not reading it for fun. Like, I am, but I'm also, like, studying it and being like, oh, I could do that. Or, oh, I would have done this here, It's definitely studying writing and, like, getting my master's has changed the way I read. For good or for bad, Teslas are covered in cameras, you're right. That is a good point. That is a good point. Oh, all right, my friends. It has been a long 3 days here in our home. Our beautiful Chihuahua got a bunch of teeth removed Wednesday. Little Chi-Chi mouths. And then yesterday, our kittens got neutered. And they have been so whacked out on anesthesia. So it's been a lot. I don't know why we decided to schedule both of those things in the same week, but we are both exhausted. Like, Liz came over and I was like, I am tired of doing things. I don't want to do anything, Just one of those moments. Yeah, big week. This weekend, I'm going somewhere fun, and I will report back on all the cool things that I do and see. But I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'll see you guys for H3 After Party. And if it's a short episode, maybe we'll play some games. Maybe we'll play we'll get back into Subnautica and keep going on that. Okay, friends? The cats are totally fine, though. Like, they've been sleeping, like, all day, which is really good. Okay, everybody. I will see you tomorrow night. I hope you have a wonderful evening and that your Friday isn't too awful or hard. Justice for Celeste. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.